tutorial.
Hi, I'm Monique from Beats and Basics. Thanks for watching this jewelry tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can make this leather wrap bracelet, and I'll show you what you need. For this bracelet you need the following materials: 4x3 leather and 3mm leather, strass glue and jewelry glue, a piece of chain, lobster clasp, a double loop ring, end caps for 6mm, some nylon cord, 2 sliders with stones, and a variety of beads. Okay, so you're going to start by cutting the leather. Just measure your wrist. It's going to be a wrap bracelet that we're going to put 2 times around our wrist. So you're going to take the size of your wrist times 2 and then take off about 2 centimeters, which you'll need for the end caps and the clasp. So for me that's about 30 centimeters, but I do have a small wrist, so maybe you will need a little bit more. And we're just going to cut 2 pieces of the gray leather and 2 pieces of the black leather. And then you're gonna take your sliders and you're gonna put them on the 4x3 leather. And to make it a little bit easier, just take your pliers and make it a little bit more flat so you can slide on these sliders. I'm going to put 1 on each cord. Like this. Then you're going to take a piece of a nylon cord of about 60 centimeters. And you're going to make a knot, but for now just the loop. And then we're going to bundle our leather. So just take your 4 pieces of leather and fit them together like this. Make sure the ends are aligned, and then you're gonna put over this loop, tighten your cord, and I'm just gonna loop it around, and then make sure you keep everything nice and tight. We're gonna tie a knot. So first 1, just a simple knot, and then again wrap your cord around and make another knot like this. And then to finish it off, I'm gonna make another knot, but I'm not gonna put my thread through once but twice. So like this, everything is nice and secure. And I'm just gonna put on a small drop of jewelry glue, just to make sure that knot won't get out. So now we're going to use the rest of the nylon cord to string on our beads. So I've got some acrylic beads, some faceted beads, some glass beads and some metal beads. You can use as many different shapes or colors, sizes as you want. But I really like this combination with the leather. So I'm just gonna start with the beads. 2 gray and 2 faceted ones. One of those. And you're just gonna continue stringing on your beads until they're the same size as the leather cord. Okay, so I've strung all the beads on my nylon cord. For the right size, it's important that you don't put on too many beads. You want to leave a little piece of nylon thread visible at both sides, because you're gonna need that space to put on your end cap. And if the beads are too close to the end, you won't have enough room to put on your cap. So make sure there's about 1/2 centimeter on both sides of the cord still visible. And now we're gonna use the same nylon cord to attach the other sides of the leather. So again, make a loop. You don't want to be using too much thread because you don't need it, it'll only complicate things. So tie a loop, get your cords, just make a nice bundle and make sure the ends are aligned. Then you're gonna put over your loop. And tie everything together. So now you're gonna tighten this cord and you're gonna pull up the beads as you tighten your knot. So again, make sure that your beads are not too close to your knot, otherwise you won't have room for your end cap. This is the moment if you need to adjust a piece of leather, you can do that now. Okay, so let's see if that's okay. Yes, very nice. So you're gonna tighten your knot and then go again, just go around with your nylon cord a couple of times. And then we're gonna make a knot using this piece of nylon cord. So just go under to make your loop. And then tie a knot. That's one. And for the second one, again, I'm gonna go 2 times with my thread through this loop. So 1, 2, to make a double knot. That's nice and tight. And again, I'm just gonna put a little bit of jewelry glue on this knot to secure it even more. So now the only thing left to do is glue on the end caps and the stones, and then we're gonna finish off our bracelet. So we're just gonna cut the excess piece of nylon cord as close to our knot as possible. You're gonna take your end caps and you're gonna fill them up half with the jewelry glue, and make sure the glue is evenly distributed through the end cap so that it's not all just on one side. And then we're just gonna wiggle this on to our leather. And just push it down to make sure that it's covering your nylon cord. So just push it down. There's a little bit of excess glue, just use your finger to take that away. So that's on one side, and then we're gonna do the same on the other side. So again, cut your nylon cord and fill up your end cap about half with the jewelry glue. And we're just gonna slide that over our leather. If you're having a difficult time getting the leather into the end cap, you can just use your pliers, squeeze it a little bit. But it should be okay. So again, just push down, take away the excess glue. You can just use your finger or a small wipe. Okay, it's nice and tight. And now we're gonna glue on our point stones. So I'm just gonna make this more flat. So that's just to make sure that my stones stay in the right place. And we're gonna use some stress glue. Just put some glue in the middle, fill it up about half. You don't need too much glue here. And then take your stones and just gently push them down. And again, if the glue's coming out of your slider, just use your finger to take it away. And also this one, gently push it down, like that. And now, and this is maybe the hardest part, because it's almost finished. You only need to put on your clasp, but you really need to let this dry for at least 45 minutes, maybe an hour. The jewelry glue, it takes a little while to dry up, but once it's dry, it's really strong. If you're putting on the clasp, you'll be touching this, you'll be moving it a little bit around, so if it's not fully dry, you'll just break it and the end cap will come off. So don't be tempted to put your clasp on too soon. I sometimes still have it and then the end cap just falls off and you need to start all over. So leave this to dry for about an hour and then I'll show you how you can finish it off with your clasp. Okay, so I left my bracelet to dry and now we only have to attach the clasps. So I'm using a double loop ring. Just open it a little bit with your pliers and slide it onto your end cap. Then open it up again so you can attach your lobster clasp. And then just turn it. Works a little bit like a keychain ring. That's one side. And on the other side, I'm gonna attach a piece of 6mm chain so I can adjust my bracelet in size. So just open one link, attach it to your end cap and close it. And that's your bracelet finished. So this is the end result of your bracelet. I really like these colors. Your clasp. And if you want, you can leave the sliders out. Maybe you want to attach some more charms. It's a really nice design that you can really style just the way you like it. I hope you like this one. If you want to make it yourself, you can buy all the materials in our web shop, www.beadsandbasics.com. And if you want to share your creations, you can do that on Instagram using #beadsandbasics. We love to see all the things you make. If you want to see even more jewelry tutorials, subscribe to our channel and hopefully see you next time. Bye bye!